All right, y'all. I think it says I'm live here. I don't know if I am or not. Hit me up with some comments there, and let's see if we actually live. Cell phone service out here, always questionable, but hopefully I ain't buffering right now. I don't even know. I guess I maybe need to hit that button. I don't know what I've done. All right, well, it says I got a handful of people in here. Didn't know how many people would show up this early in the morning here. It's 9:30. I normally post my videos at 10 o'clock Eastern time. And this was kind of an impromptu deal here, just kind of winging it on the water. I've been out here and got me a video filmed, just be regular scheduled video. Caught several fish, got 3 nice blues this morning, got a small flathead too. So I thought, you know what, I've got a video filmed out here, still got a little bit of time here before it gets just miserably hot. I got 3 skipjack left, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get on to YouTube and just go live from the water here, just wing it, see if we can get some fish on the live stream. So let's see here, we got, we're a minute in here, got 123 people in the chat. Okay, all right, now here comes the chat box. Now I see it coming. Let's see, we got some people saying hi. Thanks, everybody. Don't have any moderator out here with me today. I'm just going to be winging it. Y'all bear with me here. I don't know how many comments I'm going to be able to get to, but I'm going to try to talk to you in some while we wait on the fish. So, Expert AIM23 says he's going to take a 2-hour break now. I don't know if I'm going live for 2 hours, but thank you for being willing to stick it out with me that long. Jeff Gerald, good morning, Jeff. Man, hope you're enjoying that Hobie. Let's see, we got a bunch of people here. This is where I need a moderator at. He can be reading these comments while I'm answering the previous question and whatnot. Art Vance, what do you think of the new motor? Got it on the kayak right here today. I'm really liking it so far. Good and bad with it, you know, but so far so good. I'll do a better review here in a month or so once I've you know, had more time with it and got more experience with it. Anyway, I'm going to go through some of these comments here in a minute, but we need to get some baits in the water. I rebaited here, y'all. Let me stick this back down in the chest. I got me some fresh baits on, and I'm just going to lower them down here, and we'll see if we can catch us some fish. I could sit here and talk to you all morning long, but if I'm going live from the water, it'd be ideal if maybe we could get a bite or two. So this morning, I'm out here on Watts Bar Lake, or Watts Bar Reservoir. It's second reservoir of the Tennessee River. Here goes us another headpiece down. And I'm on a main channel ledge. I'm setting 43 feet right now. And currently I'm spot locked here while I'm getting everything set up for the YouTube. But we'll see. If we get bit here, great. If not, we'll get on the move and work our way down this ledge. I've been trolling this morning and getting my fish, just taking a section of this ledge and working down through here, and got bit pretty much all the way down it. So hopefully that'll continue here on video. Probably won't, you know, Murphy's Law, they're gonna quit biting when we get the live stream going. That's how it's been in every live stream I've tried to do from the water. But nevertheless, we ain't gonna catch them without baits in the water, so let's get this down here. Get this bait lowered down, and then I'll show you my graph here, kind of show you where I'm at, and then we'll get to answering some comments maybe while we wait on a fish to bite. Hopefully a big fish will come along and interrupt our chat. All right, so there's that. Let me get the camera here spun back around. I don't know how well you can see here, but I'm on this main channel ledge, kind of on the edge of it, 43 feet. Water temp's 82 this morning. And haven't really marked a lot of fish on my graph this morning, but again, I have gotten several bites out here in the video I filmed first thing. I got out here a little after dawn, and had probably, I don't know, a video, once it's edited, it'd probably be 20 to 30 minutes long with the fish I've got, and got 3 quality blues that were between 37 and 38 inches. So it's been a productive morning. We'll see if it stays productive now that I'm live. But anyway, let me get to some comments here. I know I've missed a bunch of them already. I got a super chat here. James Smith, $5. Thank you for the content, Cash James. He says, catch a fun sizer, and I'm gonna try to do it here for you on the camera. Thank you for the content, Cash, man. I sure appreciate that. Noah Gibbler says, where do you get your contour map? So on my graph here, I have a Navionics chip that goes into the graph. And on my phone, I have the Navionics app. I think it's Boating USA, I believe is what it's in the App Store. But any of those map cards, the Navionics, the one Humminbird makes, the one Garmin makes, they're all good. They all show you the contours. Sorry guys, I'm gonna miss a bunch of these comments because every time I take my finger off the screen, they scroll. So I'm just gonna pull some out at random and we'll go with it here. Shayla Ross says, where did you get your fishing board? That measuring board came from Muskie Bumper. You reach out to him, just tell him you want the kayak version. The kayak version, the catfish version, excuse me, has a larger bump. So if you're in tournaments, you get a big fish, their nose will shoot over the edge of the board. Sometimes you won't get proper length. So have him get you the one there with the 4-inch bump, if you go that route. Let's see, let's get some more here. Tim Solly, where did you work prior to YouTube? I was a registered nurse. I've been doing travel nursing since 2011 and just kind of worked at various emergency rooms throughout the country. Stayed mostly in the Southeast so I could come home regularly, but yeah, the whole travel nursing thing, kind of give it up here a couple months ago just to focus on YouTube. I'm at a real good place on this YouTube channel, and I'm grateful for all of you that have tuned in here. Got 243 of you here making it happen for me right now. James Crawford, good morning from Danville, Virginia. Well, I've been up there. Nice town. Got a little action here, y'all. Got a little something happening. Y'all gonna have to tell me if these rods go down. I'm focused on the chat box. Get away from that. Leave it alone. You either shit or get off the pot, fish. We on the live stream here. People wanting to chat. He just down there messing with it. He ain't got it. We'll see if he comes back with it. Sometimes you gotta tell them small fish, you gotta smack your rod, tell them to get the hell away. Leave it down there for the big ones. Let's see. L. Duran, do you ever go trout fishing? No, I need to though. We got some good trout fishing around here. Kevin Watkins, Aberdeen, MD checking in. That's a long ways away. Jay Turner, what does the tape represent on the measuring board? Good question. I think it has something to do for the muskie fishermen. I don't really know what the purpose of it serves, to be honest with you. Don't really do anything for us in the catfishing world. Jordan Giles, I may be saying your name wrong there. Are you going to go to any Tennessee games this year? Probably not. I'm a huge Tennessee football fan, but the state of our program right now, it's embarrassing. I hate to spend money on that crap. It's awful. I'll support them no matter what, but boy, it's hard to go up there and watch you just get run out of the stadium every weekend. None your business is checking in from New Orleans. That's another one, long ways off. John the Savage Moore says I should come down there to Texas and get some gar, and I plan on it. Where'd my chat box go? There's Eric Romines. He says something very embarrassing. He's probably talking about our Tennessee football program, and it is embarrassing, Eric. I catch so much crap for wearing this hat. Glad Eric's in here to block some people if need be. I ain't got my other moderator. He ain't out here today. He's probably still in bed. He's got him women and all that. He fished a bass tournament last night. I know he ain't got time to be out here with me. Fishing with Lee says, do you prefer J-hooks, circle, octopus, etc. for flatheads on live bait? I pretty much just stick with circle hooks no matter what I'm fishing for when it comes to catfish. There's a Thomas Burgess says, roll tide. I just about puked in my mouth right there. I'm going to get sick out here on the water if these Alabama people show up. Let's see, the Laddie 50 says, why don't you do more night fishing? Well, because of YouTube. It's hard to get good content at night, and my views aren't as good on night videos for whatever reason. People don't watch as much, they don't watch as long. And so to do YouTube for a living, I need a lot of views and I need a lot of watch time. And so it helps me to do daytime videos, and it's also good for me just cranking out the content. I can kind of get in a routine. I go out first thing in the morning when the weather allows, get a video, and then go home, eat some lunch, and then edit for a little while. And that's kind of my work day. I treat this YouTube like a job. And so it just kind of helps me, but it does eliminate the night trips, unfortunately. Oh, Romine said he sucked in it too. He's talking about pro moderator there. Apparently didn't do any good on the bass fishing last night. I hate that for him. Up. Bite that bait, fish. I'll probably need to get on the move here in a minute and just cover a little bit of this ledge here while I'm talking to you all. That one got thumped. That right there, you can see him on the graph maybe. He come up and took a bite of it. We'll see here in a second. Again, I've had a pretty active morning out here. Got several fish and got them 3 nice blues, but I was trolling, or I could probably drift now because the wind is not blowing bad, but it's just enough to get me going downstream here, so we could probably do that. Hard to focus on these chat box and all that though while you focusing on rods and drifting and not getting snagged. I need my dang moderator out here. Where the hell's he at? All right, let's see. I can't remember where I took my finger off the chat box, guys. My place is gone. I'm just gonna pull out some more here at random. Alan Gibson. Oh. Sorry, Alan. I was about to get to your comment. We're gonna get us a fish here if he's still on. Yeah, he's on there. Let's hope I don't lose this phone off my chest mount. If it goes in the water, I'll see you later. If it goes overboard, I'm out of luck on the live stream because I'm doing it all from the phone today. Getting our first one here live. I don't know how long we've been at it. That's just a small blue here. He's throwing off the bait too, of course. I got 3 skipjack left, so I'd love to burn through all of them because I'm not going to fish this weekend. Let's get this thing over here and land him. We ain't got time for him. We live here. We're going to try to get some better fish than this. Come here, blue kitty. I'll just bring you in and land you here. Boy, he's wound, ain't he? Hey, quit that. Got people watching. You got anything you want to say to the audience? Thank James for that super chat donation there earlier. Why don't you do that? Why don't we dedicate this fish to him? Ain't the fun sizer he was requesting, but get on out here. All right, let's cut us another bait here. Get another piece of skipjack. I went down there to Nickajack yesterday, down there at Chattanooga. Fished with Daniel from Catfish Sumo. He caught these baits, and so we had some left over, and he sent them with me. I said, well, I'll just go out there and put them to use this morning. And boy, I have done it so far. So, let me get this one on here. He's got my line all slimed up here. Take this bait, drop it back down, see if we can get us another. All right, y'all. Well, at least I didn't get skunked on the live stream. That's a miracle in itself based on my history on these live streams from the water. It's like fish know when you live and they're like, screw you, Justin, we ain't gonna bite. We're gonna get the lockjaw until the camera stops rolling. All right, we back in business on that rod. Let me dry my hands and we'll get back to chatting it up here. All right, oh, we got some more super chats here. My gosh, Mud Tramp has hit me up again, $101. And she said, and you need a little content cash. Hi there, Mr. Justin. You know I got a good luck today. Thank you so much, Becca. You're my #1 fan on here. I appreciate you so much. You always come through for me. I didn't check back in with you after we sent you that reel you won. I hope you got it. If you didn't, let me know. I want to make sure that got down there to you. I'm sorry I didn't follow back up after I told you it was shipped out there. Thank you so much, Becca. Let's see this other one here. Leroy Honeycutt, $5. Thank you, Leroy. You are the man. I appreciate it, buddy. That's awesome, man. $111 in super chats out here just for me to go live on the water. Man, what an awesome world we live in. This is an amazing opportunity I have here at this YouTube stuff. I can't thank you enough. Let me get some more comments here. Art Vance, so did you have a moon pie this morning? I'm actually out of moon pie. I gotta get to the store and get me some. I had another super chat come up here. Let's see. Julio, I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Julio Doscasil. Sorry again if I've butchered it. What are your thoughts on OU and Texas joining the SEC? I think it's a terrible idea because it's 2 more teams that would whoop our ass every single year. I don't want them here. We need some more Vanderbilts is what we need. We need to get, I don't know, Austin Peay or Tennessee Tech or somebody that we can actually win a game against. KY Catfish Chris, $5. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Old Kentucky. Let's see. Let me find some more here. Sorry, y'all. This chat box, it's beyond my abilities. I struggle so bad with it. Let's see here. Anthony, I'm butchering your name too. Wiegand? So I seriously thought you found a black cat swimming in the river when I saw your title the other day. He says, that would be Justin's luck. Yeah, that was, you know, this YouTube crap, you gotta kind of just screw around with titles. I hate it. But it's amazing. I can put 2 videos, kind of the same content, one with a stupid ass title and thumbnail, and one just a regular title, and it's amazing. The one with the dumb title will get a lot more views and make a lot more money. So kind of have to play the game of YouTube with them dumb titles. Here's another big one, man. Sandra Hillary, $100. Thank you so much, Sandra. Oh, you are made. Oh, Sandra, I'm about to get you a fish right here. That same bait we just dropped back down. Well, that one teased us. Sandra's thumbnail picture there, Sandra looked like she was pretty, so she's probably been a tease at some point too. But thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that $100 content cash donation. You're awesome. That fish there, he just hit it, toyed with us. There's Kayak Mike. Kayak Mike runs the Kayak Catfishing tournament trail, and I'm actually competing in 2 tournaments simultaneously. I've got the slot tournament, which I'm in the lead in right now. That runs through July 31st. 5 fish, closest to 32 inches without going over. This fish is back for it. Let's catch us another. Let's not. That fish is toying with me. I'm about to take that bait out of his mouth. But the other one is the King Cat tournament. And this tournament you had to qualify for. You had to fish 3 events and finish first or second in one of those events. This fish right here is ticking me off. We're trying to go live here and he's in okay, he's hooked up. I ain't ticked off at him now. This fish is all right. He's back in my good graces, everybody. This fish is back in the good graces. He needs to tell Big Brother. I'm still spot locked right here where I'm at, y'all. I ain't started drifting. I don't know if I can keep up with everything if I'm drifting. That's another old small blue kitty. This is I don't know what number fish this is for the day. Number 2 here on the live stream for those of you that have showed up late. I don't know where you have been if you showed up late. My God, I gave you about 3 minutes notice I was going live. This is kind of an impromptu thing. I didn't have a video scheduled for today. I've got a bunch of videos in the can. I'm just behind on editing, so I thought I'll just fill this time slot here live on the water and try to catch a few. We got us another old blue kitty there. Go home, blue kitty. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Let's cut us another bait. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the tournament. Yeah, so the King Cat tournament, we had to fish 3 events and finish first or second in one of those events. And so there ended up being 11 people qualified. And the first 2 weeks, we were set up in a bracket format. So we had 2 over 32-inch fish and 2 close as we could without going over. That was our score. And so I finished second in the opening round, which allowed me to advance. And once we advanced to the second round, it went into head-to-head matchups. So I went against, last week I went against Justin Schurman, and he wanted to do 4 fish over 48 hours, our 4 biggest fish. So we got to pick our format. for the second round and third round. And so that's what he wanted to do, and we did, and I won that one. And Ryan Bortz went to the James River and beat Dan from Green Machine Outdoors for his second round. And so it ended up being me and Ryan in the championship round, and he's fishing his day today. He wanted to do 3 fish over 24 hours, so that's why I went down to Nickajack yesterday. And I got 3 monsters down there. I got a score of 135 inches by 9 o'clock yesterday morning. It was just absolutely amazing. So awesome day of fishing on Nickajack. So right now, unless Ryan really just has the time of his life today, I'm gonna win me that World Heavyweight Championship belt that's being given to the winner of the King Cat tournament. So anyway, let's see where we're at in the chat here now. Let's see, there's we got Sandra up there. Thank you again, Sandra. We got Donald Hoover here, $9.99. He said that should get you some moon pies. Just don't take a bite and lose it in the water this time. Look right here, we just dropped this down. This fish right here wants to get me some more content cash here and get me some more moon pies apparently. We just dropped that bait down, y'all. It's a nice thing about going live when this is happening. Sometimes people think this crap is just all staged, you know, and put together. I get them comments a lot. I don't get them comments as much anymore because I got a moderator now that screens comments before I read them. But occasionally I'll still get one that the moderator hadn't screened yet and see stuff like that. So when you live, you can't fake it when you live. This is a little better one here, a little better dink. This rod's the popular rod. They must be working upriver this morning, and that's probably the first bait that they're coming to. I got it. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me set that back in the holder. We got one over here too. We doubled up. We doubled up, y'all. Y'all, I know I'm missing comments. If I'm missing super chats, I apologize. I appreciate you sending that money though, every single one of you. It means a lot to me, helps me keep doing this. This has been the best job I've ever had in my life, and I want it to last as long as possible. I don't know how long the run will last, but I'm gonna keep it going forever if I can. Let's land this little one here first. No. About took my thumb off there. I got my glove over here somewhere. All right, there's that one. Let's get rid of it. I'll tell you what, let's do, while that other one over there is tiring himself out, let's just go ahead and get us another bait on there. I'm gonna throw that tail out. Y'all know I don't like him. Get this bait on. Hopefully my camera angle's good enough for y'all to see. We just winging it out here, y'all. We winging it. Get this bait down, we'll land the other one over there. I'm glad I'm getting some fish today though, on the live stream. It ain't nothing more frustrating as a YouTuber than to go live on the water and not catch anything. And it's even more frustrating, like when me and Eric was out there a couple months back, we went live, couldn't catch diddly poo. Go off the live stream, and I'll be doggone if he didn't catch his personal best blue cat shortly after that. I'm like, why couldn't that fish have come along while we were live? Just never works out like that, but at least we're getting us a few here today. And I know there's some better quality fish in the area. I done caught 3 this morning. Oh. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna reach up here, bear with me y'all. Move that cutting board out of the way, and we're gonna throw this one on the board here for you. This one right here might be something possibly for my slot tournament, but unfortunately, even if it is, I can't get a picture of it for the tournament because I'm using my phone to go live with. All right, let me set this rod back here. Let's just go straight to the board with it here. Get on up there, fishing. Oh my gosh, look, oh, okay. It's gonna touch, I don't know if you can see it there. It's touching the 32-inch line barely. Man, okay. That one, I wouldn't have been able to score that one for the slot tournament anyway, because it does touch the line, and it cannot do that for a slot tournament. It has to be under the 32-inch line, and we round down to the nearest 1/4 inch, so 31 3/4 is the biggest we can score. But that's a fun sizer there. We got at least one fun sizer here on the video. Let's let it go. Woo! That's exciting, y'all. I love doing this. I don't know if I've mentioned that enough in recent videos, but boy, it's fun. Okay, let me get another skipjack here. I may have to save these tail pieces here, y'all, because I ain't got, this is my last skipjack here. I think I got another head piece too somewhere. No, maybe I don't. I thought I had one laying before the kayak. Let me just, yeah, that's the last one. Let's cut us a fresh piece off this. Things are down there, they're active, man. I'm seeing some more here on the graph. You probably can't see with the glare there on the camera, but there's some more down there. All right, guys, let me get this bait on here, and maybe I'll get back to the chat box here. Sorry, we live fishing this morning. I'm gonna get to some questions and comments, so I promise. Another bait, another skipjack bait going down. Drop it down, dry my hands off, and see what we got. Thankfully, ain't nobody out here on the water yet. It's Friday. There'll be more people out here today than a lot of days, but it's still early enough. Got the place to myself out here. I watched it. There was a boat pulled in right in front of me this morning. I was following him down the road. He about killed 2 people swerving into the other lanes. He must have still been either asleep or hungover from last night or something. All right, let's see where we're at here. I've got some super chats up here. I hope I ain't missed anybody. Here's Sandra Hillary with another $20. Thank you, Sandra. We'll dedicate some of them fish there to you, Sandra. Thank you so much. Kayak Mike with $10. Thank you, Kayak Mike, man. Appreciate that. He says, appreciate the plug for the tournament scene. I won't clog your chat up with standing links moving forward. If anybody wants to know the standings, hit him up on Facebook. Yeah, Kayak Catfishing Tournaments there on Facebook. He's got a group, does all the tournament standings, tournament links and all that. You can also go on Fishing Chaos too. That's where, if you don't have Facebook, you can get on there and see the tournaments, register for them and all that. Hopefully I haven't missed any more super chats, y'all. I apologize. We had a long little session there with them fish I was reeling in. We're at $266.99 right now. Thank you so much. Here comes one. James Borden. Is there a giveaway coming up today? No, not today. I ain't got nobody to give something away today. Just my time out here and my time and my ignorance out here on the water today. Big Boys Fam Vlogs. Why don't you ever weigh the fish, sir? Because it's stupid. I think weights are dumb unless you're in a tournament or you got a, state record, world record fish. I don't care nothing about weights. I couldn't get an accurate weight in a kayak, no way. Jim Bob, what's the biggest fish you have ever caught? I think it's the blue cat from the video titled Holy Catfish. I think that was my biggest ever. Green Machine Outdoors says, what's up? Nice bag of fish yesterday. Thank you, Dan. I was down there on Nickajack yesterday. That's probably the best water in Tennessee, probably, truth be told, for big fish anyway. Catfish for Life says, I've had trouble catching flatheads this year. Do you have any tips? Well, I've struggled with flatheads this year too, buddy. I don't know that any of my tips would be worthwhile. I don't really target flatheads specifically. I fish for them the same way I fish for blues, just putting pieces of cut bait or live bait on deep structure, and I get a bunch of them that way. So I do tend to get more flatheads when I'm in the shallower parts of the river, but my biggest flatheads tend to come from, deep structure, 40 to 60 feet deep around here. The dude says, what is your best blue cat bait? I'll show you right there. Skipjack herring. My favorite bait out here on the Tennessee River. Stephen R., have you ever used Abu Garcia reels? Yeah, I used them for a long time. Good reels. Where are we at here? Mike Leiter. Butchering your name, Mike, sorry. Ever plan on coming to VA to fish the James River? Yeah, I'll get up there eventually. It'll happen. I'm trying to go over to Santee Cooper next. I think I was in the middle of answering that comment earlier, and we got distracted with the fish. But yeah, I'm planning on going over to Santee Cooper here soon. Look right here, we got another fish. Y'all, I guarantee you these fish, I think they're moving upriver today. And these back 2 rods right now are the first ones they're running into. And we're hooked up again. I'll take it, man. We got another fish here on the live stream, y'all. These fish, I'm getting enough bites today. They're trying to make up for not biting in my other live streams. Probably what I should be doing on these live streams is wait till I get out on the water and get on a good bite and then go live versus planning them in advance and ending up somewhere with no cell phone reception and all that. It's gonna be I gotta look at his tail there. I think it's gonna be a solid fish. It's gonna be another one. We'll stick this one on the board too. I can get it up here and get it landed. If there's content cash coming in right now, we're gonna dedicate this fish to somebody. It's just a dink. It's a larger dink. It looked bigger than it was down there as I was reeling it in. I'll still throw it on the board here for you, for those who care, but got the best of me. My eyes got the best of me. They look bigger in the water. You get them up near the surface and you're like, fooled me. It's kind of like them women on the dating apps. They got one picture there on the profile with filters, and then you see them in real life and they're like, whoa, what the hell's that, you know? That's a pro tip right there. A shout out to pro moderator Eric, because he's on them dating apps. He probably found him a woman on there last night, and that's why he ain't out here with me today, because he's still reeling from that. There's just another blue kitty. Let's bring it in here and just go straight to the board. Yeah, that's a dink right there. Over 29 inches barely, so wouldn't help me for the slot tournament even if I did have the ability to take a picture. Hey, go. Get my glove off, put us another bait on. These fish, man, I'm telling you, we're getting some bites, but none of them are leaving the bait on there for us. Every one of them's throwing it off. It's like they know I'm short on bait, and they just gonna cause problems here. It's all right. We'll go live until we run out of bait, or until I get tired of being live, I guess. I don't know. Whichever happens first. Hell, y'all may get tired of me being live. I don't know. We may end up losing all the audience. I know I've missed a bunch of the comments in the chat, y'all, while I'm reeling in fish, whatnot. Sorry, I try to get to as many as I can. We always try to, but it just never works out. Let's drop that bait down and get us another one. So far, all these fish have been on the back rods. We got the 2 head pieces there on the front. We go through these body pieces, we're gonna end up putting some head pieces on the back rods. Let's see if we get them bit in. My hand's dry, and I promise we'll get back to some more questions here till the next fish bites. All right, where we at here now? Where we at? I see Sandra's and Hillary's. I mean, Sandra Hill, I'm butchering it here, Sandra Hillary's, and I see Mud Tramp still up top. Okay, so I think I apologize if I've missed anybody on the content cache. I think I've got people. Let's see what we got here. Here's Keith, my man Keith Hensley. He said, you ever pack heat out in the water for protection, especially since our new carry law took effect July 1st? Keith, always, buddy, always. Man, I got people on here. If y'all saw some of the comments I've had, people threatening me. My moderator told me about one the other day. He's hoping I flip this kayak and drown. I've had people threaten to burn my house down. People threaten what they're gonna do to me when they see me out and stuff. So, you know, in this crazy world we live in, you always gotta be prepared. You never know in the world today, you know, people are crazy out there. It's a crazy time we live in. Let me get some more comments here. Stephen Grooms, you ever fish the Ohio River? No, never been up there. From what I hear from my Ohio peeps, it ain't worth fishing anymore. I feel like I've missed some people in super. If I've missed your super chat, y'all, I apologize. I can see the total, $286.98. And I see Becca's and Sandra's on there because they're in the red there, them big numbers, but the other ones just kind of fall off the screen after a little while, and I feel like I've missed somebody, and I hate that if I have. I'm very sorry. I hope I can make it up to you. Here's one popped up, $4.99. Let's see what we got here. I'm pushing buttons. Earl's channel. Shout out to Earl's channel, $4.99. Thank you for that content cash, Earl. Here's a $20. Who's this one from? Double A. Really enjoy your videos. Come to West Tennessee sometime. Hey, man, I hope to make it back out there again. Pretty area out there. Double A. I worked in Humboldt, Tennessee once upon a time. One of my travel contracts. One of the best jobs I ever had. I think it was a freestanding ER at the time. I think they've shut it down now and merged it with the hospital there in Jackson. Anyway, Double A. I hope that stands for Arn Anderson, the wrestler, because I was a big fan of him and the Four Horsemen growing up. Let's see, Catfishing Dreams. Swarp a hog, $5. Thank you, Catfishing Dreams. We got you a catfish right here, looks like. Maybe not. I hope he didn't just rip the bait off. He did. He ripped it off. I'm telling you folks, man, these fish, they don't want us going live very long apparently today. They're being little snot-nosed punks out here is what they're doing. Stealing our bait. I'm gonna try to make this bait last a little longer. I'm gonna put on a smaller little sliver there and just see if we can extend this trip, because we're burning through this bait. These small fish, they'll clean you out in a hurry, especially when they don't leave it on the hook, you know. They go through it. That's all right, I'm feeding them. They'll get big and strong someday and be worth catching. We got a bass boater here coming. That might be the one that was running people off the road this morning. That guy was something else, man. He was halfway in the other lane going around curves and literally about to run 2 people off the road. I was like, this guy, something's up. Most of the time, these bass boaters, here's what gets me about the bass boaters, y'all. They'll run 80 miles an hour through the fog, can't see nothing, you know, just risking everybody's life or getting them narrow creeks 80 miles an hour. But then you get behind them on the highway and they go 45 miles an hour, won't go the hell on. I don't understand them. All right, I think I'm caught back up on the super chats again. Thank you again, Catfishing Dreams there. Circle Hook Productions, my man Clint's in the house. What's going on, Clint? Let's see here. Let me find some. Hank Williams. I hope you're the Hank Williams Jr., because I'm a big fan. He says, Justin, you ever get away free, I think he means giveaway, free fishing trips with you? This is Hank Williams, not a singer. Okay. Well, you just broke my dreams there, Hank. Sorry. No, I'm not a guide, y'all. I don't do any kind of stuff like that. I may be going to do some fishing with Elias V Fishing. I've been chatting back and forth with him. I know we'd teased you all with a shark trip, but that didn't work out there a month or so ago because he said the bait hadn't moved in, the big pods of bait. They're supposedly over there now, so I think we're just kind of waiting for a window of time with the weather, because if I go 8 hours away, you know, ideally I'd like to be able to get 2 or 3 days of fishing to make it worthwhile financially, you know, be able to get enough videos. And been talking to John Dalton, Creek Fishing Adventures. I went fishing with him in a small river a few weeks ago, and now he's going to do a catfishing trip with me. And we're talking maybe Monday, possibly, if the weather permits, me and him getting together, him coming out here, probably on Watts Bar to fish with me. So that's some upcoming trips right there. Earl's channel's back with $24.99. Saw your last garden update. Can we get one this week? Earl, thank you for the $24.99 there, man. I appreciate that. Probably won't do another garden update right now. That last garden update bombed. I mean, I got like 6,000 views, which is my worst performing video of the year. I think people are kind of over it, them garden videos, but I'll probably do one more garden update here in another 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. Just kind of show it, what it ends up with this summer. Here's Jermaine Daniel with $5. Thank you, Jermaine. Come fish the Mississippi River with me, bro. Hey, I'd like to get out to the Mississippi. Listen at me stuttering here. I'd like to get out to the Mississippi, I was trying to say. So thank you for that super chat. Here's Hayden Govender with $35. Thank you so much, man. $35. He says, would you ever consider saltwater fishing? Yeah, man. I went down there to the salt back in February. Did some sailfish fishing with Antidote Fishing Charters. That sailfish, #1 fish on my bucket list. It was amazing. Everything I'd hoped it would be. So thank you, Hayden, man. I appreciate that. Here's Eric Thompson. Here's Pro Moderator, 99 cents. That's what his moderation is worth. Where you at today, Eric? Where you at today? I could be using you right now. I'm missing all these super chats. Normally I could blame you. I can't today. Thank you for your 99 cents. I'll put that on your paycheck next time. I'll reimburse you. Yeah, here's Pro Neighbor, Daniel Lyons. He says, Pro Moderator ponied up $99. Correction, 99 cents. Don't spend it all in one place. That's awesome. Old Pro Neighbor, man, he's been on a tear lately, man. He's been winning all them bass fishing tournaments. He's a hell of a bass fisherman. Pro Moderator could learn something from Pro Neighbor. Let's see here. Let me get some more down through here. Jim Bob says, have you ever fished South Carolina? Yeah, been over there to Santee Cooper a couple years ago and trying to go back here sometime within the next month. Maybe fish with palmetto cats and maybe get a Elias V over there too if this fish will. I'm telling you, fish, you bite that bait, you best get the hook. All right, we'll see if he comes back here in a minute. Where am I at? Where am I at here? I'd rather be striper fishing, says you're basically a catfish version of a stripper. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he's calling me ugly because all the strippers here in East Tennessee are butt ugly, man. You don't want to go to the mouse's ear around here. They got bullet holes in them and stuff, all scarred up. Nasty women. But I'm offending some strippers from the mouses here right now. They could have probably got me a free cover charge getting in the door. I done blew that. Colby Hutton here. Why suspended baits? Because it's more fun. That's why. When you got, like right now, 43 foot of water here, you know, you got 40, 41 foot of line out. That's an intense fight. You get a big one on, it's a battle. T Cliff 1670 says, just mention Santee Cooper and you get a bite. Tennessee fish get jealous. I hope Santee Cooper, look right there. We got a bite, man. It worked. T Cliff, I mean, you're amazing. You called it, buddy. I just needed to hook up. To no avail. We got to bite. We didn't get to hook up. Finley Cosgriff. I'm butchering your name. Sorry. He said, why don't you use your other primary Old Town kayak for fishing? Man, I've been using it for the last year. I got like 120 videos in that thing, man. I told you in a recent video, though, I just got this new motor here to try out, this Motor Guide XI3. And so I'm trying it out on the Hobie just to see how it goes. And, you know, because the motor on the Old Town's kind of loud. And it gets on my front camera microphone and annoys the hell out of people. I get a lot of bad comments about it. And it drives me crazy on the water, too. This one's much quieter, but it's on the front of the kayak, the very bow of it, which is a whole new set of problems. So there really ain't no perfect setup out there, but you know, I'm gonna fish out of whatever kayak best suits my needs for the particular day. And right now, I'm trying out this. So hope that answers your question. Danny Dillon, how do you feel about pay laking? Scum of the earth, that's what I think about them people. Slay Short, I'd love to see you catch a real tarpon in a kayak. I'd love that too. I've done some tarpon fishing down in Puerto Rico a few years back, and it was absolute blast. I was in a boat when I was down there. I went on a guided trip, but it was a lot of fun. Who we got here? We got another $5 pop up. Who this? I'm missing somebody here. Where'd it go? Oh, it's Sandra Hillary back. She says I'm not ugly. All right. I like your style and men there, Sandra. Any woman that thinks I'm attractive, that's a good woman. She probably needs to get her eyes checked. She's spending all that money on me. She might need to buy her a set of glasses, but I appreciate that, Sandra. Where we at here? What we happening here? Donald Hoover says, that's what happens when the pro moderator's still at home in bed. Stuff gets missed. That's the truth, man. He needs to get up and get out here. Shade 0418, have you ever done a catch and cook? No, I haven't. We don't eat nothing out here. I don't anyway, because our water's contaminated. Kingston coal ash spill, for those of you all interested, check that out. Worst ecological disaster in United States history. Ant can't miss. Hey, Justin, go creek fishing with that creek fishing dude again. Well, I'd like to. He's a pretty good guy. I like his videos. John's a real good guy. He's a hell of a bass fisherman, too. He's won some money here in the local club trail bass tournaments. I don't know how to say your name. Spitchy Poo? This should be a comedy act, me trying to pronounce y'all's handles on here. He says, morning, Justin. Any chance we can get a video of how you break down a topo map prior to getting on the water? I don't have any desire to do that kind of video. I don't have the technical skills to really do it right, but the Buck Perry Structure Fishing book series is the best resource I could offer you. I mean, those books taught me pretty much everything I know about structure fishing. And so I recommend those to you. They're bass fishing books. They kind of read like textbooks, so they're kind of hard to read and get through. But once you learn them and understand it, your fishing will improve greatly. Here's Jermaine Daniel for $5. Thank you, Jermaine, here for this content cache. He says, is it mostly just blues in the waters you fish, or is it just that they're the quickest ones to bite? Mostly blues out here where I fish. We got the biggest population of blues here as far as catfish goes. Blues, flatheads, and then channel cats. And our channel cats here don't get very big because they kind of just get the food source, you know, they just get out-competed by the blues for food. Okay, where are we at here? Jim Bob says, one of the best YouTube fishing channels out there. Thank you, Jim Bob. I appreciate the kind words. John Duck, where's the famous pro moderator? He's watching from home today, John. Billy Wilder, too many leeches. I guess he's talking about them mouse's ear strippers again. Colby Hutton, opinion on night fishing. I like it, especially this time of year when there's a lot of pleasure boat traffic. I just can't do it for YouTube and get the views I want. Finley Cosgriff, why did you choose Daiwa reels over Abu Garcia or another company? I like the Daiwa reels. 48 inches per handle turn is a big help when I'm bank fishing. I'm going to be switching over to the Catfish Sumo reels, give them a shot when he gets them back in stock again. You know, I'm working with Daniel from Catfish Sumo this year, and I want to support him, and he's got some nice reels, so we're just waiting on him to get back in stock, and I'm going to try them out. If I like them, I'm going to keep using them. If not, I'm not really under obligation to, but it would be ideal if I did like them. Here's Earl's channel again. $4.99. Thank you, Earl. He says, you always say the fish are contaminated. Contaminated with what? And also, what editing software do you use? So we've got just random contamination here from businesses and whatnot, dumping stuff in the water back in the day, mercury and PCBs and all that. But we also had the Kingston coal ash spill here several years back, which you can Google that. It's a disaster. One of the levees broke there at the Kingston steam plant, and all that coal ash ended up in the Emory River, which went to the Clinch and into the Tennessee, and it was awful disaster. All of them workers that cleaned it up, they all got cancer now. I wouldn't eat nothing out of here, man. Oh, we got another one up here too. Oh, my editing software. Back to the previous super chat there. I use iMovie. I keep it very simple, very basic on the iMovie there for my editing. Jack Ashmore, $14.99. Thank you, Jack. He says, have you ever went noodling? And if you do in the future, will you make a video on it? No, Jack, I'm not into the whole noodling. I think it's a terrible practice because those fish are getting pulled off their nest. They're grabbing whatever. And I think the gills get damaged a lot of times, and it's just not a practice I support. I like them hot women that do it, but it ain't something I have a desire to do. I had a rod getting messed with up there. I really need to be drifting down this ledge, y'all. That's what I need to be doing, but I'm afraid if I try focusing on the chat and the rods, I'm gonna end up on this ledge and get everything snagged, so I think I'm just gonna stay spot locked right here. See if we can get us some more fish. Speaking of more fish, let's reel us another one in. Here, we hooked up. It's about time for another fish. I needed a break there from the comments for a second just to take my finger off that screen. Let me pan here with the camera if I can. I don't know if you can see that. There's a pile of fish down there on that screen. Hopefully we got some more working through here. That's just a stack of fish down there I'm seeing. I hope they're bigger than this one though. It's another dinkity doodle. There it is, old blue kitty. Old blue kitty here. He's burping at us. That's rude. You live on camera and you burping, fish. That's, you nasty. These women in my audience, Becca and Sandra Hillary, they're offended at you. You got to have better manners around women. There he is, another old blue kitty. Threw the bait off, of course. Get out of here, you old thief. Let's cut us another bait here. Time's getting hard here at the bait, y'all. Time's getting hard. We just running low, but I wanted to run out. I wanted to burn through this bait because I hate wasting bait. This skipjack, you know, the time consuming to catch. And I just hate to waste them. Another small chunk there. Oh, we ain't got enough body pieces left to make a big chunk, so down it goes. We'll get back to the chat box. I got, looks like 2 more heads, and we can maybe get 2 lousy chunks here off them tail pieces. And still got the 2 head baits up front. That one got tapped there a few minutes ago, but it ought to be, both of them ought to be in pretty good shape. Again, I think these fish, all these fish coming on the back rods, I think it's just they're probably working their way upriver here, and those are the first baits they're coming to, because don't have any current out here this morning, but the wind is blowing downstream, and so the spot lock, it'll face you into either the wind or the current, whichever, you know, is coming. So I think these fish are probably just working up and getting them baits. Let me see. Okay, that's Jack's there. So I think I'm caught. Oh, here's Spitchy Poo $4.99. Thank you, Spitchy Poo. I appreciate that. We're at $390 here in the super chats. Man, that's awesome. Thank you all so much. Here's another one. Real Life Outdoors, $2. Thank you. He says, can I borrow $3, please? That's the comment of the morning here, though, so far. I like that. Where'd my chat box go? There it is. All right. Gingerbox, what kind of kayak do you recommend? I recommend you try out a bunch of kayaks, because there's no one perfect kayak for everybody. It's all based on your personal needs, your body size, you know, all that. So go to a demo day at your local retailer where you can try out a bunch of them for free. See what you like best. Nick Shell, love watching your channel. Have you ever fished Boone Lake? No, I haven't. Never been there. Sandra Hillary says, going deep sea tomorrow. Well, good luck, Sandra. Hope you get a bunch of fish. Get some big ones out there. Gary Rich says, the black cat you caught the other day was a nice looking cat. What made it turn black? I don't know. It could just be a pigment problem. Like, you know, we get some albino cats out here occasionally, and piebalds and stuff. So it may be kind of on that same deal, just a pigment issue. Or it could just been up really shallow in the sun and turned it a little darker. Thomas Sevcik, I'm butchering your name too, Thomas. He says, I missed the first 40 minutes. I was out picking beans. Well, you was more productive, I promise. You didn't miss nothing. Just me rambling on and catching some small fish. Jacob Brown says, any tips for bank fishing around Douglas Dam? I mean, Douglas Dam up there has some skipjack, so I'd use large chunks of skipjack. Just cast them out there on bottom, see if you get bit. Billy Wilder says, Mud Tramp and a few others in here are funny as hell. I love your chat, Justin. It's actually really nice. People are respectful. Thank you, Billy. I got a bunch of moderators who sift through these comments, so as nasty people pop up, they're able to block them for me. I appreciate those people. I don't pay these moderators, but they all work for charity for me for free. I appreciate that. Hank Williams is back. He says, why don't you ever show your girlfriend on the videos? We love to see her. I've been watching your channel for years. Well, it's just because of the nasty comments I get. I don't want to subject her to it, because every time I fish with somebody, whether it be my buddy Daniel at Catfish Sumo or either one of my friends, Eric's, you know, I fished with Eric Romine's T&N Bassin channel and pro moderator Eric. Every time I do, people attack them as a way to kind of knock me, you know, and, you know, they're big boys, they're grown men, they know the game, they can handle it. But I don't want to subject my girlfriend to that, because, you know, she's not a YouTuber or Instagrammer or nothing like that. She don't want nothing to do with this social media stuff, and I don't want people attacking her just to take shots at me. What we got here? We got Mike Lighter. I'm butchering your name, Mike. I'm sorry. He's giving me $5. Thank you, Mike. Heading to visit family at Dell Hollow this fall. You ever fish it? Thinking about bringing my boat. Mike, I actually did fish it last November. Did some bass fishing down there. I stunk it up, but it's a great fishery. Lots of big smallmouth in there. I think you'll have a good time. I hope you take your boat. We also got another one here, $4.99 from HasLife. Hey, HasLife, how's it going, man? Thank you. He says, just got a kayak, looking forward to competing against you guys in the kayak tourneys. Love the content. Well, hey, HasLife, man, that's awesome. I'm glad you got your kayak and look forward to seeing you in the tournaments. They're a lot of fun. I'm sure you'll do well. I hope, guys, I'm sorry, we're at $402.28 in the chat. Thank you all so much. If I've missed somebody while we've been reeling in fish or whatever, I am so sorry. I don't want to miss anybody who gives me money. I'm very sorry if that happens. Keith Carter, how did your two-man tournament come out? Still going on. Well, the one that I mentioned there, that was actually the second round of that tournament. I won that in that video I mentioned. Now, yesterday, I fished the championship round, and I got 135 inches. So the person I'm fishing against is going at it today. So we'll see who wins the championship. Epic Catfish says, my wife feels the same, Justin. I don't know what you're talking about. I've probably missed something in the chat. We finally got one of these head baits going down here. Let's see what's going on here. He may have just dropped it just then. He was swimming with it. Just reel it in and check it here. The sun's getting higher up in the sky now, and this water's, it's got a few feet of visibility, so I'm sure that light penetration's getting down there. It may kind of shut them down, I don't know. Lately, I've been getting, still a lot of bites at this hour. It's more or less lately been the heat that runs me off the water versus the bite slowing down, but nevertheless, we got a few out here this morning anyway. All right, let's see where I'm at here. I got Jeff Gerald, $4.99. Thank you, Jeff. He says, going to be selling any gear again anytime soon. Is that rod getting hit, or am I imagining that? No, I didn't imagine that. No, he didn't hook up. Jeff, yeah, man, I think I'm going to do a yard sale at some point here soon. I need to, just to get rid of some stuff. Jeff bought that Hobie kayak I'd bought last winter there. I bought a Hobie just because I wanted a trailer off of it, so I went and picked up the whole package, took it off the trailer, sold the kayak to Jeff. Thank you again for buying that, Jeff. I hope you're liking the kayak. Here's Mud Tramp back here. Let me see what she said. Mud Tramp, I'm sure I've missed your comments down through here. I'm sorry. She says, Justin, that's just set a whole new level of respect for you, Mr. Justin, saying that about your girlfriend. That was amazing to hear right there. Your relationship's going to go a long ways. I'll tell her that, Mud Tramp. You could teach her some things about appreciating our relationship. I can say that because she ain't watching right now. She'd give me hell if she heard me say that. But thank you, Mud Tramp. I appreciate that. Becca's a pretty good woman, too. I want to set Becca up with my pro moderator. That's what I want to do. Let's see where I'm at here. We got DuPont Recon for $5. Thank you, DuPont Recon. It says, after watching your videos, I believe I'm in need of Navionics. Do you have a favorite, or are they basically the same? Awesome channel. I think they're the same. You just download the latest version of their maps there. Now, I like the chip in my graph, so that way I can see my graph while I'm looking at the contour map. Those are a little more expensive. I think they're around $200 for that chip, but you can get the app on your phone, which again is very accurate. It's just on the phone, and I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks. So it's, reasonably priced. But any of those map cards, whether it's Humminbird or the Garmin, whatever kind of graph you have, if you can find a deal, maybe one on eBay or something like that, they're all comparable. They're all good quality maps. Now let's say, got another one here, $5, Real Life Outdoors. Thank you for Real Life Outdoors. This has got severe second-degree sunburn on my kayak and a little intimidated going out again. Wow, okay. Any tips for long exposure on the yak, leg protections, etc.? Man, I am sorry that happened to you. Sun is a real problem. So what I do, you can see my pants here. These are like Academy, Magellan brand, whatever, like UPF 50 sun rating. The shirts I wear here, I use Columbia and the Magellans. Again, they got the UPF 30 or 50 rating to protect myself from sun. I use a buff a lot of times if I'm going to be out in, like, you know, really sun, and I'll put sunscreen on my face and my ears, my hands, you know, those exposed, my feet, those exposed body parts, because you don't want to play around with the sun. I mean, that's getting second-degree burns from the sun is no joke, and the skin cancer risks are no joke either. So definitely try to protect yourself. We got $6 from Jermaine Daniel. Thank you. So since you brought up skips, how do you catch them from the bank, since I can only bank fish, and how do you use sabikis? Well, right now I'd tell you to go to the dams. Try to get on the bank there at the dams and cast jigs or spoons out there into the current, and you'll find them there this time of year. Fall, winter, they'll be in the backwater creeks up until early spring, and then they'll make the run upriver again. But that's the best place you can get them from the bank, is the dams. I've been getting quite a few lately from the local dams around here from the bank. And as far as sabikis, you know, most people cast them out, reel them in, because these skipjack, they're feeding up, they're busting shad on the surface a lot of times. So you crank your reel handle, keep them up near the surface, and they'll come up and nail those sabikis or jigs or whatever that you're using there. Toby Max, $5. Says try again there on the sticker. Thank you, Toby Max. I appreciate that. We're at 428.26 now on the content cache. That's amazing. It's gonna be a good day for me, y'all. Y'all making a good day. I'm double dipping out here. I done filmed a regular video before I went live, and now you all hitting me up this content cache. Y'all are awesome. Heather Brown, here's Justin. My 12-year-old daughter caught a 26-pound blue. Now she has me beat. That's awesome. Congrats to your daughter there. That's a big blue, Heather. Let's see. Sandra Hillary here. Justin, where are your white bass heads? Sandra, funny thing about the white bass, I have not had a good year on them. I've seen some busting, like smaller schools, but I really haven't caught a lot of white bass this year. I don't know what's up. I've just been in the wrong place, the wrong time, I guess. Jim Bob, you ever been deer hunting? I'm not a big on hunting, Jim Bob. I never got into it. I'm more of just a fisherman. I do a lot of fishing in the fall and the winter. That's good times to be on the water because everybody's in the woods. Let's see some more here. Where are we at? We're at 62 minutes now. How many fish we got, y'all? 5, 6 fish, I guess, total. That's not too bad. I'd like to get a few more, though. Where are we at? Fishing Impossible, says Justin, are the Catfish Sumo rods 1-piece or 2-piece? Depends on the model. Now, his original chopstick rod are 2-piece. All the others are 1-piece. I got this model here. This is the Master Series 2.0. I really like these. They're supposed to be back in stock, hopefully, if the shipment arrives. Sometime late August, we're hoping. Fingers crossed they show up, but those are 1-piece. And he has another rod called the 150 series, and that is a heavy action rod, man. That'll deadlift 150 pounds. And it's also a 1-piece rod. These are 7.5 foot, both this one and the 150 series, and I believe the chopstick is a 7.5 foot also, the original. Earl's channel says I should try bird hunting at a dove shoot. Well, that sounds fun. I'd be interested in that. I used to shoot some skeet back there at my parents' property. Let's see. Fishing Impossible says I'm seriously looking at getting a few. Yeah, you know, I ain't no salesman on here, Fishing Impossible, but I don't think you'll be disappointed. I really don't. They're good quality rods. I've used these Master Series 2.0 enough now to be able to say with confidence that they are excellent rods. And the original chopstick I had used on my channel a few years ago when he first came out with it. And it's a good rod too. It's just a lot lighter action. It's just more of like your channel cat lakes or your, you know, places where maybe say 10, 15 pounds is your biggest fish. Those rods are really good for that size fish. But if you've got bigger fish, you know, 20 pounds and up in your waters, I definitely recommend going with the Master Series 2.0. I think they'll work out a lot better for you. But catfishsumo.com, y'all use that code KAYAK at checkout. They get you 10% off your order, free shipping, no minimum order. So if you just want to buy some hooks or spoons or sinkers, whatever, you don't have to meet $50, $100, you know, like a lot of companies do. You can just buy whatever you need. Henry Outdoors, what do you think the best live bait for flatheads is? You know, I think it kind of depends on the water. I think it really depends on where you're fishing at, as to what the best live bait's going to be. Because I mean, those flatheads, they're the king of the river wherever they're at. So you're going to be able to figure out what their primary food source is and feed that to them, and you probably get bit. Shadow Walker says, would like to see you come to Lake Barkley, Mr. Justin. Well, I'd like to come to Lake Barkley, so maybe I'll see you there at some point. Gary Rich says he got to run before the boss catches him watching. Get out of here, Gary. Don't let me get you fired today, man. Fishing Impossible says he got Daniel a plug in here. See, you set me up for that, Fishing Impossible. That's smart business on your part. You're hired. Here is Dylan Duran, $9.99. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that. We're at 438 on the content cache now. That's awesome. Haslife says, why did you stop using the Old Town Kayak? Man, I got lit up in the Old Town Facebook group the other night. People all pissed off at me. I literally just used the kayak last week in a video. I still have it. Still have both my Old Town kayaks. But I have a variety of kayaks now. And I'm going to use, well, right here we got a fish, y'all. We got a fish on the headpiece. But no, I'm still going to be, oh, he let it go. Let it go. I got something going on. Oh, that one's going down now. I got a tangled mess here, y'all, is what I got. I don't know what's happening here. I got a tangled mess here, y'all. I had a fish on one of them rods, swam through my others. Y'all gonna see some real kayak catfishing here. This is how it goes, man. Getting me some tangles here. This may be a mess to get undone here. I don't know what's going on with this. I think this fish somehow got 2 lines. What a jerk. While we're live, too. Let's see. It may not be as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Looked worse than it was, I think. Bear with me, y'all. We're going to get this mess undone here. You get some tangles when you go kayak fishing with this many rods. Look at that head, though. Man, that thing's chewed up. I'm going to switch that out here in just a second. Well, let's see what's going on with these other rods here. Hopefully they ain't tangled up together. Let's see. Yeah, this one too, man. That fish, look at that, threw the bait off, or it got knocked off one. Well, we're in bad shape here, y'all. I'm gonna have to just check everything. Bait check time. Okay, that bait's still good. Let's drop it back down. We'll check this one on the back. Get situated here with them other 2 rods. Maybe we'll catch us another fish. But no, I was saying, y'all, about the kayak situation. I'm not under any contract or obligation to use any specific brand of kayak. My one and only deal currently is with Catfish Sumo. That's it. So I'm going to use the gear that best suits my needs, and people get offended over that, like them fellas in the Old Town Facebook group the other night that lit me up on there. They ain't got nothing better to do than gripe and moan at me. They can all kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I'm gonna use what best suits my needs, y'all, as far as the kayaks go. That bait there's still okay. If I had a better quality bait to put on, I'd switch it out. But hard times out here right now. We about out of bait. I got 2 of these head pieces up here in the kayak. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch this one out because it's chewed up. Let's put this other one on and drop it down, and then this back rod over here, I'm gonna put that other head piece on it. Let's see if that don't help us. These baits I got, man, I should have had it back in the cooler. They're starting to get dried out from the sun. Probably ain't gonna do no good on them, but we're gonna try to get another one maybe. I'm gonna stay live here for a little bit longer. I think we're a little over an hour now. We'll get a few more comments before we call it quits. Maybe another fish. Let's get this bait here. trim them fins up there too. Y'all know I like to trim them fins. Need me some left-handed scissors, what I need. Everybody's against left-handers in the scissor world. I don't know why. They need to have a hand-neutral scissors. I shouldn't have to go out of my way to find left-handed scissors. All right, y'all, I think we're back in business now. I think we got our tangles undone. We got our baits back out. Crisis averted. Dry my hands off here and we'll get back to some comments till the next fish comes along. I think I'd have done better out here if I'd been drifting, because that's where I was getting them out here early this morning. And the other video was I was moving, and sometimes these fish want a moving bait, and I don't think I could manage the chat box, reeling in the fish, keep myself positioned and all that while I'm live here. I feel like I've missed some super chats. I'm at 453 now. So I've had to have missed some. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me scroll back up. Dylan Durand was there, message retracted. I don't know what that means. He had donated $9.99. Thank you, Dylan, there. I don't know what happened for your message to be retracted. We got Brian Beetleman, $5. Thank you, Brian. Sorry about I'm butchering your name. Says, hey, Justin, nice fishing for skips and conversating with you at Melton Hill a couple weeks ago while we fished the Dead Sea. It was nice talking to you, Brian, too. It was nice meeting you all out there. I always like meeting people when I'm out places and stuff. It's always neat to see people that have seen you on the YouTube and recognize you. Unless it's the people that want to whip my ass, and I don't want to meet them out anywhere. We got Shoe 311, $5. Thank you, Shoe. It says, we fish 25 feet and under. Would you still suspend fish? I lost the comment there. Thanks to you, love pissing my friends off using 9-inch crappie as bait for flathead. That's awesome, man. I like that you use them crappie for bait. 25 feet and under, I do still suspend some. Usually under 20 feet, I don't like suspending. I just don't seem to get the action. Now, sometimes if the bite's really good, like early spring, you're getting shallower movements, or in the fall, you're getting shallower movements, the big fish, I will still suspend baits at, 15, 17 feet, but really any less than that, I just don't get the results like I would ideally like. Here's Dylan Duran, $4.99. Okay. Thank you, Dylan. It says, love the videos. If you ever consider coming to Virginia to fish the James River for blue cats? Yes, I'm going to get up there at some point in time. It's coming, I promise. I will make it to the James. That's just an amazing fishery. Where are we at here on the comment? I just want to scroll through here a second, y'all, and make sure I ain't missed no super chats, because if people give me money, man, I want to shout them out. Justin Statham says, why do people want to whip you? Because they don't like me. That's why. I use bass for bait. I use crappie for bait. Some people don't like my attitude on here on the YouTube channel. Some people just don't like anybody being successful. People just hate you for whatever reason. They make up reasons to hate me. The comment box, that's why I had to have a moderator take over. I just got so sick of the comment box. I used to go through and try to answer everybody and reply, and it got to the point, just the number of comments, I just couldn't do that anymore. And it was just so negative. Every time I'd open up my phone, here's another one. No, bit it, didn't hook up. But every time I was opening my phone, it'd be overwhelmingly positive on the comments, but those one or two that just pissed me off, I was like, I got to have somebody go through and filter these comments for me. Oh, where are we at here? Earl's channel, recommend you do a bait fish catching video. Got one coming up probably this next week. I went out and got me some bluegill and then turned them into some catfish the next day. Nick Jenkins says, you're such an inspiration to a dad raising 3 babies, doing my first fishing tourney from a kayak. KRK Catfish starting August 6th. Would be a dream to get my tail kicked by you in it, sir. Stay awesome. Well, Nick, thank you, and good luck in your tournament. I hope you do well, man. Speaking of doing well, we got a situation going on here, y'all. I'm just going to check this bait. It keeps getting hit. What I don't want him to do is swim back here in this other line again. Let's just check this thing. No, that's okay. I think a current's caught up to me. My lines are at this slight angle, and I didn't check the flow. I know I didn't have any flow when I come out here this morning, but we're getting later on in in the morning now. I'd say if they've turned the generators on at the dam, I'm probably getting some flow down here now, so it'll start, since I'm setting in place, it'll start to kind of put my lines at a little bit of an angle. That's all right too. All right, let's see where we're at here. $453.24. Thank you all so much, man, just to watch me go live out here and catch some small fish for an hour or so. It's pretty awesome. Justin Statham says, people are nuts. You got that right. Epic catfish haters aren't real catfishermen. Well, there's one hater that thinks he's pretty damn good on the YouTube, but I'll leave it at that. Tyler Workman, I was just thinking to myself the other day about how I have never seen you post live. Well, glad you could get on here, Tyler. Mike Wagner, always a pleasure to watch your videos. Thank you, Mike. Clint Armstrong, what other baits do you use besides skipjack? Anything that swims. Out here in East Tennessee, we can use any bait, even sport fish. Is this one hooked up or is it a tease? He's hooked up. Let's get us another one. Oh, he let it go. That jerk. I hope he didn't rip the bait off. I was saying we can use any bait fish we want out here, so long as it's caught on rod and reel and meets the minimum size requirements. And of course we can cast net baits too, like shad and carp and rough fish. But yeah, I'll use anything that swims. What the heck's going on here? Y'all, I think I had a fish messing with that bait on the way down. Let's send it down again. I got my other back rod over here getting messed with too. Let me get this one lowered and we're gonna see if this one on the other back rod's hooked up. My rod's bouncing up and down over here. All right, let's set that one and see if this other one over here is still on. Yeah, he's on there. I glanced back over my shoulder and I saw my rod tip just a-dancing. All right, y'all, we hooked up again. I lost count of how many fish this is. I don't know. It's 5, 6, 7. Ain't nothing been real big, but I got 3. Before I went live, I got 3 that were 37 to 38 inches. They were nice fish. This one here at least left the bait on. We're gonna be able to drop it down there. Oh, that one's getting hit. Got some more fish coming through. Let's see, fish. You splash around, get me and the camera all wet here. Oh, he's low. Come on in here. Since you've done got my glasses wet, my face wet, probably the camera wet, and you got this line wrapped around your face. There we go. Get that one done. Get the head bait back. Well, I'm thankful for that. I think that's the first fish that we've caught that's left us the bait on here this morning. They have been stingy with that bait. They've all whooped up. Heck with that fish, buddy. Heck with him. Whew. Ready to get that one out of there. Them little ones, man. The big ones will usually cooperate for you. Like if you got to put them on the board, measure them and stuff for tournaments. But boy, them small ones, they never want to cooperate. They just fight and thrash around and roll. They got so much energy. All right, well, let me drop this bait back down here. Let's see if we can answer some more comments. If there's still some people in the chat box. For those of you who tuned in late, I'm out here on Watts Bar this morning, just fishing the main channel ledge and spot locked here right on the edge of it, right where it starts to come up. And just out here having a look right here. This one finally, maybe, gonna get hooked up. Let's see. Yep, he's on there. Got another one here, y'all. Again, I'm sorry if y'all donating content cash right now. I'm sorry I'm missing it. We'll scroll back through here and I get this one done and see if I've missed anybody. Oh, look at, he threw the bait off. This one here, boy, if I was gonna stay live very long today, I'm not gonna do too much longer because it's getting hot. But if I was gonna stay live any longer, I'd probably just, since I'm short on bait, cut this thing up and put him on the hook. That's probably what I'd do, but You're lucky. You're lucky, Blue Kitty. You're lucky I ain't gonna be staying live too much longer. You'd be bait. Get on out of here and go get big. I won't see you again in about 20 years if I'm still alive. I hope to be. I'm gonna try to be alive in 20 years, but you never can tell. Until then, I'm just gonna keep living while I can. All right, we're down to the scraps here on the bait. Let's see what the best piece of trash bait here I have left. I've let these things just bake in the sun. They all, boy, that's hard as a dang rock. I should have put that back in the cooler, y'all. We're gonna send it down anyway, though. It's a garbage bait. Probably won't get nothing good on it, but we might get something on it. Get them scales off. Them scales about hard as a rock, too. I think it's gonna be 90 degrees today. Maybe it's gonna be hot. It's humid as all get out here. It's gonna be a short trip for me. I'm tired today, and I went down to Nickajack yesterday, which is about 4 hours of round trip driving time for me, and we fished till I guess around 11 yesterday. So I got home at a reasonable hour, but I'm still just wore out. I'm getting old. Sucks getting old, y'all. I don't recommend it. All right, let's see what we got here. We're at 468.24. What happened to the camera? I think we had some water going on here. All right, that looks better. That looks better right there. So we're at 468. We had Barbara Haskins with $5. Just keep it up. Thank you, Barbara. We had Sadsaru, butchering it probably, $4.99. Thank you. Says, any tips for people just starting out catfishing? Watch my channel. I give a lot of tips on the channel. That's be my best piece of advice, is just put some time in on the water, figure out the primary bait fish for wherever it is you're fishing, and put the time in out there. Learn how to read a topo map, understand how these fish move, and go have some fun. I got another one up here too. I can't find it in the, let me just click on it. Jordan Giles. Thanks for the content, bud. Love watching your videos. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for that $10 content cash. We're at 478.24. And again, I am so sorry, y'all. I have a feeling I've missed some people that have donated today, and I'm truly sorry. I appreciate your support. If I've missed you, I really hate that. And I have, hold on, bear with me a second, y'all. That fish splashed me in the face. I got water here all over the glasses. I gotta do something with that. I can't see a daggone thing. Can't see you all to answer questions. Got water all over. These fish are sabotaging me, man. They got it in for me. All right, I think I'm back in business now. Let me get my camera turned back around here. All right, we're back in business again, y'all. We're back in business. Let me see where we're at here. 82 minutes. I've been at this too long. I don't know how many fish we've caught today. I wish I could got a big one on here on this live stream. Otto Von Koch, have you ever used eels for bait? I haven't. I don't think we have eels around here. Is that screen? I think it's okay. I think it's just my glasses. I thought it looked blurry there. Got another fish here. He's swimming with it. Let's see if he'll. No, he was swimming with it. He didn't have it. Didn't have the hook too. Send it back down. Down it goes. The fish right there, man. If they're going to interrupt our chatting session, they better at least hook up. All right, y'all. Let's do it again here. Let's see where we're at here on the chat box. Here's Josh, $4.99. Says, glad you were able to take it full time. Love your videos. I've learned a lot. Keep it up. Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much. It's because of people like you that I was able to take it full time. So thank you. Daryl Smith, there's Daryl. Says, love your videos. Watch them every day. Thank you, Daryl. That's awesome. Daryl may be coming down here at some point and do a little tournament action. Me and a couple other Tennessee boys. He'll whoop our tails when he comes down here too. We got Dan Orr. Good job, Justin, as usual. Thanks. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. It's good people. There's some good people in this chat box today. Loaded me at 493.21. That is awesome. Let's see. Let me find some more here. We got some moderating going on. Looks like here's Sandra back with $22. Says let's get to 500. Well, Sandra, you just pushed me over 500. You put me at 515.21. Man, Sandra and Becca, y'all are good women. I like you all hooking me up. Thank you so much, Sandra. That is awesome. Roger Anderson says cha-ching, and I feel the same way. They making it rain on me. I feel like dollar bills is falling out of the sky on me here. I'm like one of the girls at the Mouse's Ear on a Sunday night after church. Oh, where are we at? Let me find some more questions on here. What we got? Landon Rubel. Have you tried cut bluegill? Yeah, I use it sometimes. Bluegill is not one of my favorite baits, but I use it. I'm gonna be using an upcoming video that'll air next week. Got some fish on it. Earl's channel, you ever fish Georgia rivers? No, I don't ever go down there. I need to though. Mike Kirby, good stuff, brother. Very good tips and knowledge. Thank you, Mike. Glad you find it helpful. The name I can't pronounce here says donators are awesome, and I totally agree. Eric Thomason, pro moderator, says, are you comfortable in current? Well, I don't really have a lot of current out here. I'm gonna be comfortable reeling in this fish, I reckon. If he got it or not. Yeah, he's on it, he got it. Let's reel in another one, y'all. We get some fish on this live stream today. Every time I go live on the water, it's a crapshoot. But we're making it happen out here today. This was on that half rotted piece. Oh, he's thrown it off, of course, too. Oh, let's set it back. Well, that rod was going down there. He hit it. We got some more coming through. Let's get rid of this one. All right, get some more action here, y'all. We may just burn through all this bait I have. Once I'm out of bait, that's it. I ain't got no more. I didn't bring my bait rod or cast net with me today. I knew I had enough to film a video this morning, and I got so many fish there early. I thought, well, let's just try going live. Got some cell phone service out here. And we're getting a few more and burning through the rest of the bait here. This thing here, man, this is a female fish. Got the really small mouth there. Fat as all get out. Get out of here. Gone. Let's get us another bait. I ain't putting them tails on, y'all. I ain't fooling with that. But this right here, this old rotted chunk here that's dried out in the sun, we'll stick it on. What's going on with this rod? I've got a fish that's messing with that bait. It needs to get away from that prop of my trolling motor up there. I thought I reeled it. That's a small fish, I think. Oh, he's got it too. Oh. Let it go. Still got the bait on there though. That's a win. It's like it never happened. If it wasn't live, that fish would have never, it'd been like a ninja in the night. We'd have never known it was there. Well, let's lower this one down. We'll put that old rotted piece of bait on this other one over here. I didn't think we'd get bit on that other dried out rotted piece, but sure as the world. We'll put another one on. I still got that old half-eaten head down there in the floor too. We may have to put it on. I don't know. Look at this thing. That's dried out. That's a terrible piece of bait. I'm ashamed to put that down there. I'm almost embarrassed. Them big fish will just laugh at that bait. They ain't gonna eat that, but them small ones might. I like my skipjack to be fresh, in good condition. But I'd let them scraps there lay out in the sun here and dry it out on me. All right, let's see where we at here. Let's see where we at. I think we're back in business here. All right, so let me click on these super chats, make sure I've got everybody. Let me find up here. We've got a few more here. We got a few more. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm missing some here, y'all. Okay, there's Sandra getting me to 500. So let me scroll on down now here. Let me see. I got some more. Earl's channel, $4.99. Thank you, Earl. Says, Justin, what did you do before you went full-time on YouTube? I was a registered nurse, been doing travel nursing contracts in emergency rooms since 2000. Started traveling in 2011. I'd been working ER since 2009 and was an LPN before that for 5 years before I became an RN. James Borden, $9.99. Thank you, James. Parker Pursuits YouTube channel shout out. Hopefully shout outs aren't shunned upon. Good old boy chasing a dream. At least I donated. All right, James. Well, there you go. Parker Pursuits YouTube channel. Y'all check it out. James wants to make it happen here. He's donating to me. Y'all go hit him up. Thank you, James. Moving on down, here's Kayla with $9.99. Thank you, Kayla. Says, I love your videos. I found them about a month ago and binge watched every video on your channel. I wish I could watch them every day, all day. Any luck catching them on hot dogs? Well, thank you, Kayla. Man, you have been on a Kayak Catfish marathon. I don't know how you can watch all them videos, but thank you for watching and thank you for the donation. As far as the hot dogs, I don't use that kind of store-bought stuff. I will use chicken on occasion if I'm just after small fish on lighter tackle or something, but I generally stick with baits that are native to the waters I'm fishing, that are something that the catfish are eating regularly. Here's Bender 2010, $25, no comment, but thank you, Bender 2010. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Love the content cash. Here is Garrett Michael 13, $5. Thank you, Garrett. When can we get another night video? Well, probably not for a while. Again, I mentioned that earlier on the live stream, just the night videos don't do as well for views or watch time. And it kind of throws me off schedule because I'm kind of in a routine now of when I'm filming and editing and stuff. And so I know some people like the night videos, but overall they just weren't a big hit. All right, I think I'm caught up. Oh, here's Craig Latham, $10 coming in there. No comment, but thank you, Craig. Appreciate your support there. We're at $580.18, man. That is awesome. So much. Thank you all. Dave says, is this your full-time job? It is now. Yeah, I went full-time on YouTube there a few months ago. Doing this for the living now. Hard to believe, man. It's just the amazing world we live in where you can do something you love, put it on the YouTube, and just chat with people through my cell phone here and have people give me money. Just complete strangers that just want to support me. It's an amazing time we live in. Y'all are awesome. We still got 511 people in here at, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock here on a Friday morning. That's awesome. Rookie Orange says, thanks for everything you do, man. We all love your videos. Well, thank you, Rookie Orange. We got something going on with this rod up here. This thing keeps messing with that bait. Look at it. You see how that rod tips bouncing around? That's a small fish. He's just toying with it. I got some fish right there on the screen. I don't know if you can see with the sun and the glare and all that. We got some stuff happening here. They just down there just chewing. They need to eat that bait, quit messing with it, quit tearing it up, because we dangerously low on bait here. We can't be messing with these super small fish. Kelly Walsh says, hey, Justin. Hey, Kelly. Douglas Fletcher says, hello from Qatar. You're a long ways away from here. Thank you for watching. I don't even know what time it is there where you're at. The Fish Talker says, nobody's beating your catches. Well, thanks. There's a lot better fishermen out there than me, that's for dang sure. I'm just fortunate to get to do what I love to do and have some fun and occasionally catch some fish. Eric Smith says, you caught anything yet? No, maybe herpes from the mouse's ear strippers if I go there later. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't going no mouse's ear today. But no, we got a few fish out here, Eric. Small, nothing real big yet. Noah Henley says, can't donate right now, but love the vids, man. Don't forget to like and help him out. Well, thank you, Noah. Thank you for the comment, and thank you for watching. I don't ever want anybody to feel like you got to donate to me or give me money or anything, but I appreciate the hell out of all of you who do. And I'm sorry, again, if I've missed somebody who has donated and the comment fell off the screen or I missed it or for whatever reason. Fishing DF Dub. Says, do you recommend outriggers on a kayak for a hefty guy? No, because outriggers, if you're trying to fish like I fish, outriggers are going to get in the way. So what I'd recommend you do is just get a kayak that's stable enough to support your weight. And there's a lot of kayaks now, the Jackson Big Rig, the Native Titan, the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot that I have is, the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot, the most stable kayak I've ever been in, by far. I mean, nothing ever comes close, at least the ones that I've been in anyway, and it would support a heavier person, no problem. Here is Pure Catfish, $2.99. Thank you, Pure Catfish. No skip or shad for bait. What would you use? Whatever I could get, man. Probably bluegill, bass, crappie, you know, whatever I could catch, white bass, yellow bass, whatever was easiest for me to get. Be what I would use. Mike Leiter with $2, no comment. Thank you, Mike. I feel like I've missed some more here. Let me just scroll on through, make sure. For some reason, some of them super chats don't pop up at the top of my screen. But I can see I'm at 585.17, so I know some people have donated there. Michael DeBar says, hey Justin, I recently got me a kayak and I want to put a fish finder on it, but don't know what I should be looking for. Could you do a video with fish finders? And what you're looking for in a nice one. This rod's getting hit. Get it, fish. Get it. He wants it. Michael, to answer your question, I mean, my graph here is just a Ray Marine. I bought that from T.N. Bass, and he'd won it in a raffle. I don't have a fancy graph. I need depth, and I need to see the contours. That's all I really need. I would love to get a live scope at some point and try it out. I'm fascinated with live scope technology, but these graphs here, I mean, that's a $200 model right there, and it does everything I need it to do. Let's see, I got another one here somewhere. Earl's channel with another $4.99. Thank you, Earl, man, you loaded me up. He says, awesome. My wife was an LPN for 18 years, now is an RN. She's a NICU nurse. Thank you. Thank you for your service. I'm now a retired naval officer having fun. Well, thank you for your service, Earl. Appreciate you what you done there in our military. And yeah, your wife, man, she's LPN for 18 years. I was an LPN for 5, and that was long enough. LPN stands for low paid nurse. Your wife will know what I'm talking about. Do everything an RN does just for significantly less money. Somebody says, you've missed some people who donated. Don't worry about it. We get over it. Hey, man, if you're one of them, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I got distracted there while I was reeling in fish. We got another one here that's about to distract me, too. Just taking this bait near my prop. Yeah, I know I've missed some people, and I hate that. This fish here swam through my other line, through one of them. Let's get that undone. There's no way I could have drifted out here today and kept up with the chat and all that stuff. There's no way. I'd have had a tangled mess. I'd been snagged every rod. At least we got a few fish on the live stream. I've screwed up the super chats, people donating to me, but we have at least got a few fish for the people who've tuned in. All right, we back in business again. Let's see where we're at on the time here. I'm gonna give it a little while longer. We're at 98 minutes here. $590.16. Unbelievable. Brian Posey, $20. Thank you, Brian. Says, keep on keeping on, brother. Well, thank you, Brian. I'm gonna keep doing just that. This fish is gonna keep on tearing up my bait. Brian, do something about this fish. Would you come reel it in or knock him on the head or something? He may have it then. I think he's got it now. He got the bit. No, he just let it go. Daggone it. Sometimes these fish just clamp down on that bait and they'll go down with that rod. I've reeled them in before. Don't even have the hook. They just clamp down on that bait and they'll let it go right here at the side of the kayak. But them small fish can't always get the bait and the hook too. That up there is annoying me. Keeps on hitting it, messing up that bait that we don't have much of. Glenn Cunningham, $10. Thank you, Glenn. Glenn, you just bought my lunch on the way home here today, buddy. Thank you, Glenn. $620.16. We got another fish here. We got something happening. Got rod tip. That one got hit too. This one better hook up this time. Yeah, he's got it this time. We hooked up again here, y'all. It's on that headpiece. Probably ain't much left of it the way they've been chewing on it. He's a digging though, buddy. Hopefully, the content's been good today. You know, I'm facing into the sun right now. Got, I think, cell phone service enough to not buffer. That's a larger dink. He's fired up. Get up here and splash around, why don't you? Show out a little bit. You live on YouTube, Fish. Did you know that? Did you know you was going live here when you bit that bait? Let's get him over here. I'm gonna throw him on the board here, I think. This is one of them. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that rod got hit too. I thought it was going down. He just hit it hard. Let me get this out of the way. We'll throw this one on the board. I'm in that slot tournament that I mentioned there earlier, but since I'm live on YouTube on my phone, I would need to take pictures of the fish with my phone, so I can't do that. But we'll at least throw it on the board here just to see. Oh boy, he's wound. This fish is acting crazy on us. You know you live. You showing out here, you throwing this temper tantrum. You're doing it in front of a live audience, about 500 people. Get in here. Thing here before you throw that headpiece off. We need that back. We can't be losing no more bait today. That headpiece right there, man, that thing is chewed up. But it's going back down. Lack of a better option. All right, y'all, right to the board. That one there, just shy of 31 inches. So that wouldn't help me for my slot tournament at this point anyway. I need them to be over 31 to improve my score at all. But hey, that's a solid, I call it small fun sizer, larger dink. I mean, either way, put a good bend in the rod and it's a good time. Thanks for joining the live stream, Fish. We'll see you. All right, let's get over here and fix our bait back. Looks good. Send it back down. Down it goes where it stops, on the edge of this ledge. That's where. Get it down here and get back to chatting it up a little bit. I ain't gonna do this too much longer here, y'all. It's getting hot. I ain't got a single piece of good quality bait left. At this point, I don't have any expectations that we're gonna get a big fish on the scraps I got down there. All right, let's see where we're at here. Let's see where we're at. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think I have here. Let me keep scrolling up. Yeah, there's Brian. We got him. We got Glenn. Thank you again there, Glenn. Glenn was buying my lunch on the way home with his $10 donation there. We got Patman 89. Patman 89. There's a glare on the screen with my glasses I can't hardly see. It says, what's your biggest catfish? Mine's a 47-pound flat. That's an awesome flathead, man. Thank you for the donation there. My biggest fish is a blue in the video titled Holy Catfish. I think that's the biggest one I ever caught. Let me scroll on down. Just make, oh, we got another one here. John Ratliff, $4.99. Thank you, John. Says, so I know you've sent your motor back in your Old Town. Was it ever for a steering collar? I've had mine less than a month and already replaced my motor. So mine, it wasn't the collar. The first one, I've sent two back actually. The first one tore up on day one. The GPS went out on it. And they replaced it. Old Town's customer service, you know, things go wrong, you know, and so I'm like, is the company going to take care of you? They had me a new motor within 10 days. I mean, it was super fast service. A few months after that, the replacement motor they sent, the steering went out, not the steering collar. There wasn't a problem with that. It was the steering motor, whatever that motor in there that turns, just went out, wouldn't work anymore, wouldn't steer at all. So they replaced again with about 10 days. So Old Town, I mean, their customer service, in my opinion, of all the companies that I have dealt with, Kayak World, Fishing World, Old Town's customer service, they're right up there at the top. I mean, as far as the customer service goes, they take care of their people. Let's see. Let me scroll on down. I lost my place again. Sorry about that. There's John's comment. Okay, I'm making some progress here. All right. Think I'm caught back up, at least on the ones that I haven't missed. I know I've missed some. 627, 16. Wow. Man, y'all are awesome. Steve Hogan says Old Town is amazing service, and so is Minn Kota. Yeah, I agree, man. I just, you know, that Minn Kota, the power drive motor that they put in the Sportsman Autopilot, I wish they had used the Ulterra or the Tarova, because I got friends who have those on boats. Those motors are so much quieter, both in the turning, and they don't have that Morse code sound when it's in GPS function. For whatever reason, that power drive, it's just super loud. I wish they had went with a different model. Hopefully in the future generations, they'll get that issue resolved. Let's find some more here. I know y'all don't want to stare at me reading comments here. Let's see. John Ratliff says, yeah, I can say that I'm back within about 2 weeks on the water, waiting on mine to show up today. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a little bit of turnaround time. I mean, Old Town with me, when my motor tore up, they had one of their quality people call me and try to walk through some stuff just to make sure it wasn't a simple fix that I could do there at home before we replaced the motor. But once the issue was obviously something that I couldn't fix, then they had me a new motor very quickly. Chris Kelly, $1. Thank you, Chris. Can make it rain there on a mouse's ear girl. Give her $1 tip there for a dance. Chris Kelly, $9. Thank you, Chris. Come back, Chris Kelly. Chris is struggling with the donation box. Chris, I understand. I've had that problem too. That whole slider bar, I messed it up too. So we got $1 and then $9 from Chris. Thank you, Chris. Says, love your videos. Watch at least 5 videos a day. Any advice for bank fishing? Well, thank you again for the donations there, Chris. My biggest thing with bank fishing is just find you a place that's, you know, not pressured at this time of year in the summertime, somewhere that you can hit a little deeper water, that you can get your baits on over a deeper ledge, and just put the time in. You know, soak baits out there. Don't be afraid to sit out there for 6-8 hours waiting on fish, because when you're bank fishing, you can't go to the fish got to come to you. So a lot of bank fishing success is just to do with time on the water. Good luck to you, and thank you again for the donation. Doug Van Fossen, what knots do you use on your rig? So I use just a simple no-knot snail on my hooks, and just a clinch knot there to tie my leader to my swivel and my main line to my swivel. Steve Hogan, $5. Thank you, Steve. Steve's the man. No comment, though, Steve. I was right there when you popped up. I could have answered anything you had. Oh, here's one. Here it is. Here he is. He's under that. He says, I hope they put a motor on a lighter kayak at 74. The 120 auto is a beast. I love it, but I'm looking at other options. Yeah, I'm with you, man. These kayaks keep getting heavier and heavier, and I'm at a point now on my autopilot and this Hobie here, if I don't have a boat launch where I can back it in like a boat. We got a fish going down. Oh, he let it go, I think, before I could get the camera back in the chest. But I was saying there, if I ain't got a boat ramp, I don't use these kayaks. That's why I wanted that other Old Town kayak. I got that big water PDL, which is a lot lighter, so I could use it when it gets fall and winter here and they drop our water levels and I can't use the ramps as much. At least I'll have something lighter weight to drag around. I got something else going on here at this front rod. This fish took a bait and swam somewhere. He's probably got my other line. Oh, he's on there now. Oh no. Just come off and he's getting my other line, in one of them anyway. Stole the bait too. Daggone it. Got my lines tangled, didn't get the fish, stole the bait. That was a bad sequence of events, y'all. This ain't gonna be too bad a tangle, I don't think. These fish, I tell you, they sabotaging me out here today. Bear with me, we're gonna get it undone here. I don't know what the hell we're gonna put on the line, because I ain't got nothing but scraps. Look at this. This is all the bait I got left right there, y'all. Oh no, I got this chewed up head. Let's put it on there. That's the best looking bait I got left. Once we lose the next bait on whatever rod, we out of bait options. Because I mean, we ain't gonna catch nothing on them tails and dried up, sun-dried tails. Drop this back down. Let's see where we're at on the time too. I ain't gonna stay too much longer. I keep saying that, but it's hot as blazes out here now. That sun, it's a hazy day, but that's still, the sun feels like it's beating down on me. Let me make sure I ain't missed nobody else. I think I probably have. There's Steve for $5. We got 500 people in here now. Wow. Cut Dog 30 says, what rig do you use during bank fishing? Thank you for the $5 donation there. I use Carolina rig from the bank. I usually use lighter sinker, you know, like 3 ounce, 4 ounce when casting from the bank. But yeah, just a basic Carolina rig works really well. 647.16. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you all so much, everybody who's donating. Brett 7715, do you feel like your kayak would be stable enough for a river with a lot of barge traffic? I'm on the upper Mississippi River and it can get a little rough. Stability wise, yeah, I think I'd be okay. I mean, the kayaks I have do pretty well in the rough water, stability wise, but a lot of it too is just your weight, your sense of balance, how tall you are, how high up you're sitting in the kayak. I mean, that can really affect any kayak stability. So I would recommend trying out before you buy it and just make sure you're comfortable in the particular kayak on your body of water up there. Eric Flowers says only 413 likes though. I guess that means that's probably on the people tuning in here. I don't know. I can't see that part on mine. I feel like I keep getting hit back here. I'm maybe imagining things. Steve Hogan says, wow, good number of people watching. Yeah, it's amazing to me. I didn't know what to expect going live here on a Friday early morning. My videos normally launch at 10 a.m. So I thought if I just start live around that time, I may have people tuning in. And it's been a nice surprise how many people have tuned in and donated. I mean, we're 2 hours into this almost and got 500 people here still. So this is pretty awesome. May have to do this again sometime. Who needs pro moderator, right? We don't need him out here. We're getting by just fine, other than me just missing a bunch of the super chat donators. Eric Flowers said he's stuck at home with COVID, man. I hate that. I hope you bounce back quick. Joseph Pack says, we're watching you from Colorado. Well, thank you, Joseph. Me and Daniel, Catfish Sumo, we were talking. We got a fish on him. He grew up out there in Colorado, and we were talking about taking a trip out there because the catfishing out there, you know, y'all don't have them as far as like blues and stuff like that, the size that we do here, but we thought about just taking a trip out there, get out west somewhere next year, try to do some stuff with the people out there. Let's see, I can't pronounce this one's name. Can't hardly even see it with my glasses. How do you feel about fishing in other states? Oh, every state's got some kind of fish that's good fishing. I'd like to do a little bit more traveling now that I'm getting kind of stabilized here on the YouTube scene. Hoping to go over there with Elias soon, do some shark fishing in North Carolina. I'm going to try to go to Santee at some point within the next month or so. This fish right here, get that bait, buddy, get it. Get it. He's got it. All right, let's reel in another one, y'all. I have no idea how many fish we've caught here in the last 2 hours, but we got us another. I see some of his friends there on the graph too. For those of you that tuned in late, I've just been spot locked here on the edge of this ledge right where it starts to come up. I drifted out here this morning before I went live and caught a bunch of fish, and just spot locked here because I can't hardly do the chat and keep my lines baited and all that. So I'm just spot locked here, and we got another one on, at least after the bait. He hit it. All right, let's see if we can land this one. This one here, I can tell don't like me. I can tell by the look in its eye. He is gonna try to bite my thumb off up here. Oh, quit it. I'm gonna get the phone and camera all wet. We're gonna get that bait back. It is in terrible shape. That bait is looking rough, as all my baits do right now. No, no, quit. Quit. You're live on YouTube, fish. You need to show some manners now. We're gonna behave. I know you're still outside the kayak, but we need indoor behavior. All right, there you are. You wanna say shout out to anybody? How about Becca Mudtramp? Because she's a big donator today. How about Sandra Hillary? That's another big donator. Shout out to them. There you go. All right, let's just drop this old rotted head, chewed up head back down here after I get my line untangled. That fish there, I knew it had it in for me, man. It was gonna try to rip my thumb off. Look at this bait, man. That thing is rough shape. Lack of a better option though. Got to use what you got. What I got right now is a chewed up old skipjack head. And what I got on this back rod, I believe is a fish. We're gonna reel in here on this and get its bottom. My line's at an odd angle. This rod got hit back here. And it's at a weird angle. I'm just gonna pick up on it. Yep, we got a fish sitting down there with that bait. I think he got my other back line over here too while I was dealing with that other fish. Gonna have us another little tangle to deal with. But we're reeling in another one. No bait. No bait, no bueno. Come here, fish. Back up here. We're gonna land you. I'm almost gonna put this rod up. We're going 3 rods here. I got nothing to put on it. I hope when this fish got another line over there that it didn't. I hope it didn't throw the bait off the other one. If it does, we're in real trouble. All right, up. Well, that one's gone. We don't want, no, he ain't. He's wrapped up around my line here. I feel him on there. I thought I did. I got a tangled mess here. Let me deal with this. I don't know if that fish is wrapped up in my line or if this other line that he's got tangled up in has got a fish on it. Could go either way. Okay, we got that undone. Let's just check this back rod over here. It feels like there's a fish. Yeah, I do. I got another fish on right here, y'all. Oh, it's that one. Hey, look at him. It's the one I just let go. He was wrapped in that line. I got him lassoed by the tail. Well, we got a blooper show. This live stream's turned into a blooper show here. Come here, fish. Let's get you undone here. I don't know how you even done that. That's bad luck. You got caught twice today, fish. Here. There you go. Get on out of here. Lordy days. Always something when you live on YouTube. Let's reel this in. I don't think it's good. Okay. Yeah, we got that old rotted headpiece. Let's send it back down. Going 3 rods, y'all. Going 3 rods. These tails here, they rotted. They about stuck to my measuring board, or my cutting board there. So, way down to the last slivers of bait. We've made them 3 skipjack I had though when I went live. We've made them count because I don't know, that's probably at least 10 fish I've caught now, I'd say. Since we went live, where are we at on the super chats here? Did I miss anybody during all the chaos? We missed Jesse Scooter Losh, $5. Thank you, Jesse. Says, love watching your channel. Been using your methods on the Ohio River. It's been tough, but putting in the time in is definitely key. Well, good luck up there on the Ohio, man. Thank you again for the super chat there, the content cash. I appreciate it. Let me just scroll back a little bit, make sure I didn't miss any more here. I don't want to. I've missed some, I know. People done told me. Okay, I think I'm good on that. 6:52:16. We're right at the 2-hour mark here. I think this is probably going to be a, well, hang on now. I was about to say I was going to wrap it up, and look what we got happening here. We got them chewed up head pieces getting messed with again. Maybe I'll stay just a few more minutes. Let me get a few more comments here. I'm going to stay just a few more minutes, y'all. Art 1 Ton Fishing Club, when you coming to Kerr? No plans, but I do want to get up there at some point in time. Steve Stevens says, how about giving a thumbs up, everyone? I like your style, Steve. I think that's a great idea. Oh, George Wynn, I believe it is. You're great, brother. I've watched all videos. Well, thank you, George. Amanda Mears says, some of your dinks would be PB for me. Have a great Friday. Well, thank you, Amanda. Hope you have a great Friday, too. Let's see. We got... You better be hooked up, fish. Don't make me put this camera back in the chest and you not be hooked up. Listen, too. Both of you now. We got a situation going on here. I'm just gonna have to check these baits here, see what's happening. We're good on that one. Ain't nothing on there. He just hit it. This one here don't feel like I got bait on it. This one ripped my bait off. Well, we're down to 2 baits now, y'all. The only rods with baits now are the ones on the left side of the kayak over here. So I think it's probably about time to wrap this up. We've been live 2 hours now. That's probably long enough. Y'all probably sick of it. Even though we got 500 people in the chat. Bass boaters are out. You won't see me out on the water tomorrow or Sunday for them people right there. But let me just get a few more comments and I'm gonna wrap it up and get out of here. Joe Bradley said, when I threw that chum off the side, I turned the fish back on. Well, maybe so. If they want to eat that rotted mess, they can have it. Joshua Russell, $5. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate that, man. Stephen Robbins says, come on down to Georgia. We'll take you out on the Coosa. I hear a lot about the Coosa. Must be some good fishing down there. Devil Dog says, do you have to have a pedal or trolling motor to kayak fish? No, I used the paddle for years before I ever got my pedal kayak. Clint Armstrong says, heck no, stay longer, man. If I had bait, I would. I'm just running low here. Let's see. Jamon's Outdoors. Give me a shout out. Jamon, there you go. If I said it correctly. There's your shout out. Jeff Gerald says he got a run. Nice tuning in. Thank you, Jeff. Hope you're enjoying that Hobie you bought from me. Justin's wanting to get to the Mouse's Ear for the lunch buffet. Boy, you don't want to eat nothing up there at the Mouse's Ear, that's for sure. Mouse's Ear probably got rats in their food. Zach Carter, where were you fishing when you caught that black cat? I was on Watts Bar. Fishing Impossible says, thanks for taking us along. Well, thank you for coming along with me. Gordon says, cut a catfish for bait. I thought about it, but if it wasn't so dang hot out here, I'd probably do it. Art Vance from Cave Creek, Arizona. Thank you for the video. Well, we got a Cave Creek area here too in Tennessee, down in Kingston. I do some fishing down there sometimes. Got a little action here. We might get us one more. Come on, fish, bite that bait. I want to end on a fish. Let's end this on a fish. Come on, eat it. Well, I'll put the camera back in the chest. He let it go. That'd been nice to end on a fish. Frankie Rifer, you should go a little bit south, get on some gator gar. I agree. That's on my to-do list. All right. Well, guys, we're at 124 minutes. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I ain't got but 2 baits left. $657.16. Thank you all so much. That means a ton to me. Again, I went full-time here on YouTube a couple months ago, and so it's so awesome that you all are showing me this kind of support and helping me live the dream. And it wasn't my dream to become a professional, I use that term loosely, professional YouTuber, but it's kind of just the direction things went for me, and it's been an awesome experience. This has been the best job of my life, and having the time of my life, getting to come out and do what I love to do and share these adventures with you and share my bait with this fish that just keeps on biting over here. He may have it in. No, he don't. That daggone fish just playing with my emotions. Like one of them women from the Mouse's Ear, just a tease. Just a tease. But that fish, like the women from the Mouse's Ear, you wouldn't really want them even if you caught them. Ain't worth having. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Thank you for tuning in today, and catch some big ones this weekend if you're on the water.